It is time. We are here in the 305 Homestead Miami Speedway as we are set and ready to go for 41 laps of intense and hard racing around this mile-and-a-half oval. And for the first time, we're going to be racing under the lights this season. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Viagra Cup 3. For those of you who have not tuned in to Viagra Cup 2, which took place at the Atlanta Motor Speedway one race ago, I would highly recommend you guys go back and watch that event. If anything, watch the last 2 laps, and especially watch the ending, because we had arguably the greatest ending that you could possibly imagine in just the second race of this hard reset season. Cody Lamas, driver of the number 29 machine, won his second straight race to kick off this season in a photo finish over the number 40 machine of RJ Bishop, and it was damn near exactly like the finish at Atlanta 25 years ago, where Kevin Harvick won his very first NASCAR Cup Series race, and it was in the exact paint scheme as well, the white and red GM Goodrich Chevrolet. It was truly a finish that could not be scripted, but somehow it almost happened to a T. So for those of you that want to go check that out, VC2, just one race ago, is where that historic finish took place. But now we are here in Homestead, and we will see. The big question on everyone's mind, myself included, will we see Cody Lamas continue to make history? And will he go 3 for 3 to start off this season? Well, he's going to have to come the 31st starting position to do so here tonight, which is not an impossible feat because he did start 40th at Daytona and won that race, albeit in controversial fashion. We'll have to see. Well, keep an eye on him throughout the course of this event to see if he can make his way up to the front from the 31st starting spot. But for those of you that tuned into the qualifying session, yeah, it might get a little bit crazy here during this Homestead race because we had a bunch of drivers get in incidents during qualifying. And speaking of qualifying, on the pole for this VC3 event will be none other than the Clash champion himself, and currently dead last with only 10 points to his name after the first 2 events. It is the number 5 machine out of the Hendrick Motorsports stable of Sky Commons. Sky, of course, flipped his nose off at Daytona, was involved in another incident last week at Atlanta. And he is in the catbird seed here at Homestead, starting from the pole position, earns that valuable bonus point towards the championship standings, which he definitely needs, with him being dead last in points. Starting outside of him in second will be the number 49 machine of Zach Buchanan. Excellent qualifying effort from that BAM Racing Dodge. And then in row number 2, driver of the number 97 machine out of Roush, it is Joven Anderson. And then once again, for the 3rd straight race, he's got a heck of a qualifying setup. Of course, won the pole at Daytona, won the outside pole last week at Atlanta, and he's 4th here today. It is once again that number 30 machine, Charles Sanford. Can he finally cash in on the great track position and win tonight, which would make RCR 3 for 3 to start off this season? Time will tell. Let us go ahead and meet the rest of the 42 car starting lineup for this Viagra Cup 3. field is on the track. We're on the backstretch here for the only pace lap. We're set, ready to go. 41 laps of action. The trouble spot here, well, it might be all over the track. There's accidents in turn 3 and 4. There was an accident on the front stretch. Yeah, this Homestead track, pretty unpredictable. But now all 42 of these cars are all bunched together. So, hang on tight. Pull them seatbelts tight. It's gonna be a wild one. I don't know if we'll see the finish that we saw in Atlanta, but we're gonna see some pretty intense and hard racing here for 41 laps. The pace car dives down to the pits. Sky Commons and Zach Buchanan will lead us to the green, and BC3 is underway. Heading down the backstretch here, Sky Commons with the edge over Jovan Anderson, and now in the 97. You'll see the bottom groove and the middle groove be the preferred lines here. Obviously, you see the top of the track here not going to be very useful. If you get up in there, you might slip back a few spots, as first lap there was actually led there by the 97 machine of Jovan Anderson. He edged out Sky Commons, and Charles Sanford has fallen back a ton. And that 30 machine, I think he's already outside the top 10, damn near outside the top 15. Oh, freaking pace car got in the way there. 3 wide here at the front. Anthony Tompkins in the middle here. Matt McIntyre and Jovan. Oh boy, hopefully they can keep it together here. This is looking a little dicey already at the start. And it looks like they will. And Jovan's gonna fall back here. Getting way up into the high side of that racetrack. And we got a battle here. Here's RJ Bishop along with his... Oh, the wreck at turn 3! Who is it? Oh, it's Carlos Zimmerman and Ali Rain involved here. Gonna bring out the caution. It's gonna be Matt McIntyre leading us back to the caution. Hopefully they can settle it out here. Ooh, boys. Oh, come on, boys and girls. Get it together. Stay calm. All right. That happened, I think, towards the middle. Not really necessarily the very rear of the field, but near the middle rear of the field here between the 21 and the 09. Doesn't look like Ali has that much. Oh no, never mind. She has a lot of right side damage. But Carlos has a ton of damage on the back and on the left side of that car. So their days might, their nights might already be done just like that. Caution's out for the first time here tonight. Are some cars in pit road? No, they're just, okay, they're kind of just slowing up here. All right. When I was doing testing, we did not really see pit stops come into factor here, so, unless it was damaged cars, so. It'll be very, very unusual if we see pit stops happening. It'll be unscheduled, so. Let's go ahead, let's check out the replay. What happened to bring out the first caution of the night. Alrighty, so here's a look at the replay of what happened to bring out the first yellow flag of the night between the 09 of Ali Rain and the 21 of Carlos Zimmerman. We'll take a look here from the aerial perspective. You can see the 09 riding up against the wall pretty hard there. She comes down just a little bit, bounce up the wall again, and then there's nowhere for the 21 car to go. He just gets caught up in it, and they both slam the outside wall a ton there. And luckily, everyone else, all 40 other drivers, avoided this. And once again, this happened around midway through the field, exactly between the 21 and the 09. So thankfully, those were the only two involved. Well, not thankfully. Obviously, their races are probably going to be done after this because the damage is pretty hefty on both of their rides. So tough break for Carlos and tough break for Ali here. Of course, Mikasuki is a Florida-based company, so it's tough to see there for that sponsorship. And we won't look at their onboard replays. Let's go ahead and sit straight back in to the live action after the first caution of the night. All right, we're gonna get the green flag this time around. It'll be lap 8. And somehow, somewhere, the 21 and the 09 were not out of the race, so they're gonna keep on going here. They did not get lapped either, so they're sitting 41st, 42nd respectively. Hopefully, with the damage that they have, they won't be as slow as what they were at Daytona, so we'll have to wait and see on that. So Matt McIntyre in the 0 machine, he leads, followed by RJ Bishop, and there they go, double file here. Tompkins and Trent Dunham will be row 2. Matt Hubert and Tim Fiegel, row 3. And Danny Wells, along with the pole sitter, Sky Commons, will be row 4, and then Joven Anderson and Zach Buchanan. Round out your top 10. Once again, that 30 car, Charles Samper, fell way back. He is currently sitting 19th, so yeah, he's got great qualifying effort, but race trim's not looking too good. He kind of reminds me of a Rocket Man, Ryan Newman. Anyways, back to the green flag here on lap 8. RJ Bishop is definitely determined after how that race, how he was on the short end of history by 6 1/1000ths, and he did not get off to a good restart there. That 40 car lost out VC2 by 6 1/1000ths of a second. Anthony Tompkins now side by side here with McIntyre for the lead. Hubert looking to the inside there. That 74 machine. Wow, that was a damn near photo finish at the line there. Looks like they're going to give that to the 0 car, barely. Now Anthony Tompkins is going to clear for the moment. Here comes Hubert to the inside. Danny Wells there, the number 9 machine, in 4th, side by side with McIntyre. Man, Tompkins goes way up the track here in turns 3 and 4. And now it's going to be 3 wide for the lead, almost. Does Danny have enough of an edge here? Oh, he does. What a great run. Oh my goodness, look at Anthony McCrory. The 32 machine here. Thought about making almost, oh no, they're making contact, the 97 to the 32. Keep it together. Wow, they're somehow keeping it together. Wow, unreal. That was close. Oh no, they're 4 wide. Oh, there they go. There goes Noah Hart in front of Joven. Sanford. Oh, Sanford clips a Cody, got clipped as well. And around, oh, there goes Ibrahimian and Qualls. And a few others here getting backed up because of this. And Noah Hart, again, just cannot catch a break. Up at the front, Ibrahimian's car is, well, that car is absolutely effed in the A. And they're slowing back down here. They're racing back to the line. It's going to be Danny who leads it, followed by McCrory and Hubert, their top 3. And I did see, yeah, there's the 29 car. He sustained damage, and so too and Tompkins as well. Tompkins might be out of the race after this, but Cody doesn't look like he has that much damage on his car. Let's take a look and see here. Yeah, he doesn't really look that banged up. He did hit the 30 car, I believe. Well, dang, RCR, damn it, all their cars got involved in that wreck. 31 demolished, the 3 car heavy damage, and the 29. And then I did see Charles Sanford as well. And then there's Joven, the 97 machine. Oh, heavy damage there on the 97 on the right side. They made it 4 wide, and well, and there's Sanford as well. Yeah, 4 wide. We've seen it now go 0 for 3. They did 4 wide at Daytona, and they caused the big one. 4 wide at Atlanta, and they wrecked it. And well, they didn't get the memo that 4 wide equals disaster. And Anthony Tompkins, oh, he's just waiting. Okay. And the 97 and 30 car might be done as well. The 4 and the 31 are definitely done. Oh, Cody's back out on the track. Did not look like he got that much damage on his car. So, fortunate enough there for him, but yeah, the uphill battle got even more uphill for trying to win the 3rd race in a row here after this incident. Let's go ahead and check out a replay to see exactly what happened. Alrighty, well, once again, 4 wide. These first 3 tracks, not gonna cut it. And once again, this happens at the front of the field with Noah Hart, Joven Anderson, and the 3 machine of Anthony Tompkins all running inside the top 6. Take a look here. Looks like it's going to be Joven and the 3 car. And looks like Noah might have gotten a little bit tight there and went up into the... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh, no! Oopsie poopsie. There we go. Sorry, y'all. We hit the 7 button on the keyboard, not 8. 8, I wanted to show the yeah. All right, run it back. So Noah, looks like they could have maybe avoided it here, but I think Anthony might have squeezed down into him. Or Anthony squeezed down into the 97. Just barely, right there. And then Noah was squeezing up, and then, yeah, they basically they sandwiched the 97. So that was kind of Noah and Anthony's fault there. 97 had nowhere to go. And then there's Sanford, clips him in there, and there's the 29. The teammates clip each other because of that. Wow. And then Ibrahimian, oh, he just smashes super hard on the inside of the 4-car. And that completely takes the entire front end off of that 31 machine. This is a good view right there. Ooh, a head-on collision as well. Jeez. Massive damage to the 31 machine. There's James Qualls getting caught up in it. Dylan Young escapes like no other. Holy crap, that 2-car. That was a needle that he threaded. And then there's Cody. He is super, super lucky to not sustain that much damage. Same cannot be said for his teammates, though. All 3 of them got huge damage. Anthony, Sanford, wherever Sanford's at. Oh, he's up here further. And then, of course, Ibrahimian, who got the worst of it. There's Sanford. A lot of front end, or a lot of side damage there on that 30 machine, so. Cody's luck continues, I guess. He was the only one of his teammates that survived this melee that, well, I mean, he was in it, technically, but didn't get any damage hardly at all. Alrighty, let's take a look at some onboard replays here, starting off first with the 4 machine of Noah Hart. Battling up here inside the top 5, going for the lead, and then around. Gets hit there by the 30, and then the 31 plows into him hard right there. Smoke pours out of the car, and his night is done. Next on board here, gonna be with the points leader, the man who's won the first 2 events of the season. It will be Cody Lamas. You see here, he had made his way up to the 14th spot the last time by, and he damn near was inside the top 10 at this point. Let's see this from his vantage point. Let's see, there's the smoke. Trying to do everything he can. His teammate just tries to avoid and he can't. Oh, and up ahead, okay, there's the 3-car, the 3 and the 97 got into each other, and that's how the 3, Anthony Tompkins, got a lot of his damage. I didn't really see that, but we saw it up ahead here in the view of Cody Lamas' onboard. Alrighty, after that incident, 2 drivers are out. It is Dylan Ibrahimian in the 31, and then, of course, Noah Hart in the number 4. Man, he had that top 3 finish at Daytona in the last 2 events. Stinkers. Finished dead last at Atlanta, and now he finishes 41st here tonight. Well, that's pretty bad. Tough break there for that number 4 machine. Anthony Tompkins, his car, he's a lap down. He was trying to fix that car as much as he can. And Cody Lamas is 39th. So he just went from fringe top 15. And there you can see now all the way at the tail end of the lead lap. And boy, oh boy, if he pulls this one off, I don't know what I'll say. It would be a feat that would be utter worldly. Pace car dives in. Green flag will be back out this time. Danny Wells is your leader with Anthony McCrory to his outside. Green flag is back out, and wow, what a restart from the 32. And that pace car is pissing me off. Danny did not get going. He might have spun the tires there on the restart. And McCrory clears for the lead heading into turn 2 and down the backstretch. Matt Hubert there, 74. In third, Trent Dunham goes to the inside of him for third. 3 wide. Man, a lot of these cars going up, way up to the top of the racetrack. Everyone keeps it up. Oh no! Hiccup Bush and Joshua Collar get into one another. Oh, and Collar's car went sailing into the wall. And somehow those were the only two that got involved in this. I saw that 43 car just was spinning like a top there for a second, and another caution is out. And there's Hiccup Bush with massive damage. Back to the stripe they come. And man, oh man, this has been a very, very eventful event thus far. And it looks like Hiccup's night might be done there. That number 18 machine. Joshua Collar, bad damage. It looks like these two avoided it. 29 to the 3. Curry is your leader. Third caution of the night already. Let's check out the replay. All I can say is oof. Yet again, they go 4 wide for the second time. And the end result, not pretty whatsoever. Take a look here. Hiccup Bush, Joshua Collard. Looks like Collard just squeezes the 18 down, and this is not going to be a pretty view. Look at this. Wow. Look at that 43 car. Look at that car. Spinning like crazy. Somehow doesn't flip. Somehow doesn't get hit by the 97. Unbelievable. Run this back. Holy moly, what a view. Let's take a look here. Oh, the spectator. Oh, wow. Look at this. Unreal. Just head on to the inside wall. Gets onto its right side. Gets onto its nose. And miraculously does not do any sort of flips. Man, I bet Josh is probably dizzier than a mofo in that car. Because that car was spinning. Holy moly. Alrighty, here's a look at the onboard replay with Joshua Collar. This is going to be a wild one. Running just outside the top 20. There's Hiccup getting into him. Whew. Wow. And everyone else avoids it. And back into the outside wall. Anthony Tompkins just about damn near demolished him right there too. Well, guys, this is happening again for the second race in a row. Something is going on here with Anthony McCrory, similar to Tim Fiegel last week at Atlanta, last race. He was the leader of the race, and he's just all of a sudden gone to the rear of the field. For what reason? I wish I knew. There's no smoke, there's no nothing. Maybe he's serving a penalty. I could not tell you. That is now 2 races in a row this has happened. And this time, Fiegel was running second when it happened in Atlanta, and now this time, it happens to the leader. What in the hell? I don't understand. We're back on our way as we've just approached the halfway point. Anthony McCrory, man, you gotta feel, he's gotta be sick to his stomach. What the heck happened? And also just back-to-back races. But that's happened. Crazy. Hiccup Bush is out of the race. Somehow Joshua Collard's still in it. Albeit his car is somehow not that slow either. This game, man, this game is something else. Anyways, back to the task at hand here. Second half of this event underway. It's Danny Wells who leads, followed by Desiree Voiles. Matt Hubert still up at the front here. He's running third. Nathan Hudson fourth. And Matt McIntyre running fifth. Please do not go 4 wide again for the low. God, there they go. Oh my goodness, they went 4 wide again. Austin LaPlante, Eric Sadler. Oh, Sadler's on the rim riding the wall, and Cody got involved. Anthony just hit Josh. His car's smoking out, and now Anthony McCrory is all torn up. The 3 car is destroyed. There's Sadler, and Cody somehow doesn't have that much damage. Wow. And Voiles is the leader. And yeah, cautions breed cautions, to say the least. And once again, they go 4 freaking wide. Do they think that they'll make it work? Do they know? And it started, I saw Austin LaPlante and I think Eric Sadler were the main two that started it. And there's McCrory. He's just got to be absolutely sick to this. It's also just so crazy. This happened back-to-back races. When it happened to Tim Fiegel, he immediately got in a wreck. And it happens here with McCrory. Leads the race, goes to the back of the pack for whatever reason, and gets caught up in this wreck. Unbelievable. Well, another caution flag out. Let's take a look at the replay. Are y'all sick and tired of seeing this happen? I kind of am, because, yeah, this has happened again. This is now the third time tonight that we have seen 4 wide. It's just crazy. Tim Fiegel, Voiles, and Eric Sadler, there they go. Let's get into each other. Austin LaPlante, there, the 48. An innocent bystander, Poteet, slams the ever-living hell out of the 20. There's McCrory. Oh, man. Look at the... Oh, my goodness. The 20 gets dismantled by the 21. Somehow the car stays on all fours. And just another violent impact here on the front stretch and into turn 1. Look at that 20 car. These cars are doing a great job of staying on the ground, I will say. There you can see 20 riding up top the 22. And then there's McCrory, nowhere for him to go. And Carlos Zimmerman hits the driver's side door of the 20. And up into the wall they go. There's Collard. There is LaPlante. There's Cody getting into it there. Barely again. He woed up a ton. And it does not look like he has that much damage again. Holy moly. And then there's Tompkins. He was looking like he could have avoided this as well. But unfortunately, he hit the 43. And because of that, there's smoke pouring out of the car. My goodness. It has turned into a landfill of cars here. So many have been involved in incidents here tonight. Let's check out a couple more replays here before we get back to the live action. First onboard we'll take a look at here is Eric Sadler in the number 20 machine. Looking good, not looking good at all. Gets sandwiched. There's Poteet hitting him. Curry hits him there, and Zimmerman hits him there. The chassis of the car hits the outside wall and back on all fours, thankfully. Well, the night goes from bad to worse for Anthony McCrory, leader, getting the one to go, goes to the back for whatever reason, and then gets caught up in this wreck. It all happens right ahead of him. Yeah, I really can't see much. I don't know why he could have turned a little bit more right and avoided him, but he didn't. He went down into the 20, and that's where he got the majority of his damage. The last onboard we'll take a look here before we get back to the live action will be from Austin LaPlante in the 48 machine. Innocent bystander and all this gets caught up. Steven Gonzalez does not hit him, but Marissa Smithy does. That 7 car, there's Joshua Collar hitting him as well. Alrighty, y'all, we'll get back to the green flag action on lap 29. It's been a wreck fest to say the least. We have more casualties. After that incident, Anthony Tompkins out, broke a camshaft in that car. Joshua Collard, Dylan Poteet, Carlos Zimmerman, and Ali Rain. The 32 machine is a lap down. And that's it. 33 cars are on the lead lap. Tough break for a lot of drivers here in this one. Well, hopefully we can get a good, clean run to the finish here at the end of this race. But I highly doubt it. It has been an absolute chaotic race here at Homestead. As Desiree Boyles leads, followed by Danny Wells, Matt Hubert, Nathan Hudson, Matt McIntyre, Sean Galligan in 6th, Michael Norman 7th, James McLeod 8th, Emmanuel Hartnett ninth, and Seth Cole rounds out the top 10. So pace car is in. It's looking pretty good that we're going to crown a new winner here in this race, but there's still a few more laps to go. Desiree Boyles leads us back to the green flag. And there you can see Cody all the way here at the back, and I think he might be off the pace with the damage that's on that 29 car. Oh, guys. Oh my goodness, they almost went 4 wide again. They almost made contact there, the 0 and the 8. That's Norman and Matt McIntyre. We're gonna keep it going though. Voiles continues to lead. Hey, they didn't go 4 wide. Good job, guys. Round of applause to you. Can you keep it going though for the rest of the race? I hope so. And Desiree is loving this action behind her here. Oh, contact again. The 0 and the 8 are really getting aggressive here. Man, oh man. And Emmanuel Hartnett's made his way into the top 5. And he's bringing Zach Buchanan with him there, the 77. Voiles continues to lead side by side here between the 8 and the 74. Now Michael Norman will clear. Emmanuel Hartnett trying to clear for 3rd, and he will now. He wants 2nd. He's trying to go for a 2-for-1 here. That 77 car looking tough down the stretch. This time by, we're already on 10 laps to go in this wreck fest of a race. Desiree continues to lead side by side for 2nd. Hartnett tries to clear, and it looks like he will, going down into turn 2 and in the backstretch. Oh, Seth Cole and Dylan Young made contact there, the 2 and the 45. Kept it together though. Seth trying to go for, looks like 4th place here. And now that 77 car trying to huck down the 88. She has about a 2 or 3 car length lead now. Michael Norman back to 2nd as he tries to close the gap between him and the 88. The battle is on for 2nd. Emmanuel and Michael won it really, really bad. And Desiree's like, yeah, you guys keep on doing that. I'll run away with the lead here. And now Seth, he's behind the 77 here. He only got turned by Dylan just a minute ago. There's Cole Daly in the 1 car, making an appearance here at the front. Steven Gonzalez in the 10. And then there's Trent Dunner right behind him. Do they have anything for this 88 machine? Side by side still for 2nd. Seth has moved to 2nd now, barely over Emmanuel Hartnett. And now Seth looks like he's going to clear. Michael Norman's going to drift back there, and the 8 machine got way into the high groove of the track. Now the battle is here for 4th between the 1 and the 2. Dylan Young, Cole Daly. There's Jack Mitchell, that blue 01 machine up at the front. RJ Bishop making a charge to the front as well. We're coming to get now here, 6 to go. And yeah, Cody Lamas, unfortunately, the streak will end. He is way off the pace in that 29 car. But now Seth Cole has caught back up. They stopped battling there for 2nd, and now they're trying to haul in that 88 car, knowing that time is ticking. Oh, Seth, he's got to run. He's got a heck of a run here off of turn 4. Not going to get her this time, but he is there. Seth Cole, side by side, heading into turn 1 for the lead, and he wants it. Is he going to get it? Desiree's trying to fight back on the outside, and he will clear for the lead. Seth Cole with a brilliant move. But now Desiree goes to the inside, trying to pull the slide job on the 45. And this has helped Emmanuel Hartnett back up with these 2 here in 3rd. Seth barely led that time by 8 1/1000ths. As we're coming to get 2.5 to go. Desiree, she is going to clear once again. And now Steven Gonzalez is caught up to this, and Trent Dunham as well. They go 3 wide for 2nd place. Here comes Jack Mitchell as well in the 01. Where did these guys come from? Oh no. Oh my goodness. Austin LaPlante's going to be a factor in this. Can they navigate around the 48? Please, God. Please, can they do so? Oh, no, no. Yes. Yes, Desiree does. But the rest of the field doesn't. Oh, my God. You got to be kidding me. Not like this. And there goes Desiree. 2 to go. And she might have just put the lights out on the field because of the 48 machine and those damn Hendrick cars. What? Oh, Austin LaPlante got turned, and Emmanuel Harden. The rest of the field is too. The caution is gonna come out. Oh my God, we're gonna have a green-white checkered. Holy moly! Desiree leads it back to the field, and look who's second. RJ Bishop. But my goodness, Austin LaPlante, the 48 car, yep. Safe to say that his night is done. He might be having a chat with the Viagra Cup officials after this one. Holy crap. He should have just came in and called it good, but he didn't. And there it is. There you see the lap count increase. We are gonna get a green-white checkered. Officially, the first one will take place in the third race of this season, VC3. Unbelievable. And there's Emmanuel Hartnett. Heartbreak again for Hartnett. Running at the front. The lap traffic gets to him. And whoa. Speaking of lap traffic and speaking of Emmanuel Hartnett, there's his buddy there, James Calls. Oh man. This is absolute cinema. Absolute cinema, ladies and germs. Let's go ahead. Let's check out a replay. See what happened to put us under our, I believe that's the 5th caution of the night. Hopefully it's the last. I don't even need to say a word. Very fitting that for the 4th time tonight, they went 4 wide. And it ended about as well as what we've had the entire night. So there you see Austin LaPlante, 48 car, was holding up a lot of these cars. And look at that, Seth Cole, Emmanuel Hartnett, those two are at the front. So they were battling for the win, and they got held up there by that 48 car. And because of this, because of them falling back, well, it turned into 4 wide, and Nathan Hudson gets down into the 25 and up into the field, and Seth goes for one hell of a ride. His car nearly hits the catch fence. There goes to 77. Sky Commons gets into it. Qualls, Danny Wells, Buchanan, and Charles Jackson there in the grass. Sam Oskin, Hubert, he's been at the front most of the night as well. There's Seth. Heartbreaks for him. He was battling for the win. And then, yeah, and then Emmanuel Hartnett as well. Buchanan. There's LaPlante. There's Danny, Sam Oskin as well. Fiegel and Michael Norman. That 45 car went for a whale of a ride. Let's take a look at this one more time. Let's just rewind it here. Unbelievable. Look at this. Just nowhere to go. 25 sandwiches him into the wall. 48 car, almost the 3rd car tonight to get upside down. Luckily, all 4 stayed on the ground. And some really, really tough, hard impacts here. Down the exit of turn 2 and down the backstretch. Louise. Some more onboard replays here before we get back to the live action. First one is going to be from Nathan Hudson here in the number 17 machine. There you can see Austin LaPlante slow up ahead. Because of that, costs the 4 wide, and boom goes the dynamite. There's Danny, hits him there. I believe that might have been Buchanan that hit him again, that almost got him up. Another tough ride there for the 17 car. Second on board here will be with Kyle Matthews, the pole sitter from Atlanta, here in the number 25 machine. You can see he's on the inside. The 8 goes down into the 17. This turns the 17 in. Dang. Massive impact into the side of Seth Cole. And Kyle Matthews' night ends right before the end of the race. Next on board here will be with Seth Cole in the number 45 machine. The heart just It hurts for him, man. He was at the front of the field, get caught up behind the 48 car along with Manuel Hartnett. And here's what happens. So unfortunate. Up into the catch fence. Luckily keeps it going, though. It's pretty fortunate. And now the last onboard perspective here will be with the number 77 of Emmanuel Hartnett. Heartbreak once again for the second time in 3 races for this team. Here we go, ladies and germs. The first green-white checkered finish officially, because last week we did finish this race, or we finished Atlanta with 2 to go. This time we're going overtime, as we are on lap 44, coming to complete that, this time by, as Desiree Boyles leads more drivers out of the race. After that, Austin LaPlante, once again, he might be getting to talk to with VC officials after this one, along with Kyle Matthews, Zach Buchanan, and Bobby Rodriguez in the 16 machine. But now we focus here at the front with Desiree Boyles, who has dominated the last half of this race. She is your leader, and RJ Bishop in the number 40 machine, trying to right the wrong from Atlanta and win here tonight at Homestead. Jack Mitchell is 3rd, Dylan Young is 4th, James McLeod is 5th, Steven Gonzalez 6th, Sean Galligan 7th, Levi McIntyre having a great points night for him. He's 2nd in the points, and he is currently 8th. Trent Dunham and Tim Walsh are your top 10. As here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle up. The first official green-white checkered of the season is underway, and what a restart from the 40 of RJ Bishop. We saw earlier the inside line spun the tires. I don't know exactly who it was, but RJ gets out to a miraculous start, and Desiree gets off to a terrible restart. There's a lap and a half to go. Bishop into turns 3 and 4. Side by side here, Jack Mitchell trying to make a late race charge to the inside of the 88. White flag is in the air. Next flag will end it. Desiree, though, fighting back. She's gonna have a nose inside of here in turn 2. Side by side down the backstretch. This is gonna be a very, very close finish once again. Desiree has the edge. Is RJ gonna mount a comeback on the outside? Here they come out of turn 3 and 4 for the final time. It is gonna be Desiree Boyles who does it. RJ Bishop again is the bridesmaid of another close finish. Unbelievable. And after all of that, the bad restart and all, the 88, the clear best car on the track all night long, gets it done. How about that? And the first driver not named Cody Lamas to win a race this Oh my God, I don't know. Oh, Jesus, ladies and gentlemen. Holy crap, I just had something crazy happen. I think my computer fell asleep there. I don't know what happened. Well, how about that? My God, what an ending. Once again, RJ Bishop. Man, oh man. 2 for 2 on just coming up and close finishes in 2nd place. Well, let's go. We're going to check that replay out. We're going to check the finish out one more time again. Just yet another exciting finish. We're 3 for 3 on epic finishes here to start off this Viagra Cup season. Alrighty, y'all. Here's another replay of the finish. We're going to start it here from the 2 to go marker. And as we'd see here, RJ Bishop, look at the restart that he gets. This happened earlier in the race. That inside driver spinning the tires on the restart, and RJ Bishop clears by about 2 car lengths, or about a car length or so, over the 88 machine, heading into turns 1 and 2. Let's speed it up here a little bit. But man, oh man, this 88 car fought back a ton. It's the draft here down the backstretch. There goes Jack Mitchell to the inside there for second. 40 car looking like he has it there. Jack Mitchell still side by side. White flag in the air. Catches the draft of the 40 car beautifully into turn 1. And there's where she gets the inside advantage right there in turn 2. Side by side. They almost slammed doors there down the backstretch. You see James McLeod, he made his way to third. Jack Mitchell gave it everything he got. He slipped back because of it. Unfortunately, the 40 car was not able to mount a comeback on the outside like what Cody did at Atlanta. And Desiree just, that car really stuck to the middle groove there at the end, and that was all she wrote. I thought RJ could have mounted a comeback there, but unfortunately the high side, not the greatest there at the end. And that 88 car, wow. There's the difference right there. About a little under a car length between these two. And RJ, I'm sorry, my friend. second straight race where it finishes like this. Obviously, Atlanta a lot closer, but damn, this is unreal. What a start to this season, ladies and gentlemen. This has been absolutely insane. A way to kick off this Viagra Cup. What I tell you, this is the hardest racing in all of NR 2003 offline, and by God, it's living up to it, to say the least. Alrighty, ladies and germs, alas, the wreck fest of a race has come to its conclusion. Here a look at the official results from this one. Desiree Voiles gets it done by 5/100ths of a second over RJ Bishop, the bridesmaid once again. James McLeod finishes in third. Really didn't mention him all that much tonight. Comes home with a quiet podium finish. Steven Gonzalez says he's retired, but finished 4th. Okay, interesting. Sean Galligan, he was up in the front all night long. He finishes in the 5th position. Jack Mitchell, he gave it his all there at the end. Unfortunately, comes home in 6th. Dylan Young, we saw get into a little scuffle earlier on in the race. He comes home in 7th. Paul Daly finishes 8th. Trent Dunham 9th. And Levi McIntyre, 2nd in points, finishes in 10th. That is going to be a very, very good points day for him. He breaks his consecutive 6th place finishes because he finished 6th in the first 2 races. Well, he finishes in the top 10 here, so good start to the season for that 99 machine. Then Daniel Voiles, you know he's got to be very happy for Desiree. He might have finished 11th, but Desiree gets the job done there and wins it for the Yates team. Take a look here. Cody Lamas, unfortunately, the quest for the three-peat came up short tonight. And it really was an uphill battle from the beginning after he got involved in that first incident. He comes home in 23rd position. He still should have the points lead, I think by about maybe like 5 or 6 points. Pretty sure. I don't know if Levi led a lap tonight. He might not have. Once again, if you lead a lap, you get a bonus point. Desiree definitely led the most laps tonight for sure, so she'll get the 2 bonus points for leading the extra, or for the most laps, but I'm not sure about Levi. I don't think he led it all tonight. Cody should still have the points lead after this event. And there's Emmanuel Hardnett once again. Tough break yet again for him. We'll see if he falls. Actually, no, RJ's probably going to climb up a ton more here too, because RJ's 4th in standings. He actually might even climb up into the 2nd spot after this. We'll have to wait and see at the end of the video. And then here's the rest of the results here towards the bottom. Tough break once again. Just so many different incidents. Heartbreaks for Anthony McCurry. He was leading the race, pulled a Tim Fiegel from last week at Atlanta and went to the back for no reason. Maybe he got penalized, I don't know. He got caught up in a wreck because of it. Just tough break. Damn, that was, once again, it was a crazy, crazy race. But we saw an incredible finish once again. Incredible finish challenge, not impossible, here in the Viagra Cup. And this one took the first official green, white, checkered finish to do so. That is going to do it here from me, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We will see you next time for Viagra Cup number 4. Viagra Cup 4, we are going to begin our little West Coast swing here this season, except we're going to go way, way, way west. I'm talking in the ocean west. We are going to be heading to the island of Maui in Hawaii. We're going to the Maui International Raceway. The track, very, very similar to Homestead, but similar to that of the old Homestead, where the track was a little bit flatter. But you guys are still going to be seeing some very, very exciting racing once we get there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Here are the point standings after the third race. Once again, it is the top 10 in the standings that make the championship eliminator at the end of 25 events. Bye-bye. That's alright. That's alright. That's alright. That's alright. That's alright. Woo!